celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down. Wide 8. Watch by 4. Nice, sweetheart. Check 4. Watch the safety creep. OP. Check. Back. White. Check 25. Kill. Well, Jumbo.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's checking crab. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And right away, he lost the football. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Splash. No, Chief. Switch it. Raider 9. Purdue. Flare. Kill. Slam.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 3. Check that down. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Jones. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kill. Hatchet. Deuce right, Chief. Check 3. Check your mind. Check. Fresno.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Deuce right, Chief.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. That ball complete to Isabella. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Andy Isabella. 41 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
The Saints take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Wide. 622. Shit. Wide. 622.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now watch one. 11B.
Throwing is locked. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Go. Wide 40. Alert.
Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
At the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Shift. Check. Crunch.
Now Carr. This one caught by Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Andy Isabella. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Under 10. 694. 47. Hey, Alpha. 47. Check. 47. I got you. What's up?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Shift. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 69 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Luck. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 24. Check 24.
Kamara. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Go! 390! Here it comes!
From the gun, here's Luck. It's caught by Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. Flush to his right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Now Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw his car. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Wide. Get wide. Check. Lucky. Switch.
Deuce right. Express.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Monday, down. New 80.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Shit. Later one.
He's checking.
Low.
Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. Jam.
Express.
I got it.
Here's Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 13. Check.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Check.
Now this time, Carl throws. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
We got this.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Open man is Gordon, complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
Their
on.
own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's what I do.
Now a first down throw, Luck, and incomplete. Crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I'm scared.
On 2nd and 9, Carr.
Switch.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Heavy.
Check 24. Check 24.
29.
From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 46. Exit. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch the slants. Watch the...
Slide down.
SOS.
Into the red zone. It's Carr.
Watch the ass.
And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Give me the ball.
Darren Waller
I'm going to school.
as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
After the run, Luck going to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Luck now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now it's Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Off of play action. Luck. And Sanders has got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Luck. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
4 down. 11V.
Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Luck throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Switch gears.
Rush in.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd and 9, Carr throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
Three buzz.
Shift.
Yo, Chief.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now, Blue 80. Mike from Dew.
It's our time. It's our
Blue 80.
On second and 11 now. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On third down, McFarland. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Let's go.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
Down. 180.
Right there.
Two strike, Chief.
Got you. I got
down.
I got you, son. Check three.
Carr now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is Locke. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
2nd and 10. At the 12.
Check, 47. Hey, that QB's trapped.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 15 on it. Watch the pass. Here we go. He's checking Craig.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game, and I don't see why that trend would change now.
Check 52.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Pushes him over. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
It's been a long day for you. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Switch. Raider 2.
Carr going to look to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He wasn't ready.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Oakland, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gawdon. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jahan!
59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Kill.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Jahan! Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Rip right.
Flipper.
Kill.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Pick me up. Here we go. You're coming.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Mike.
70 ending.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check three.
21.
Fresno.
Hey, watch the edge.
He'll have a first down past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Let's go.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check, check, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford, this complete to Lockett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set. Yellow 80. 55. Yellow 80. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Shift. Check. Crunch.
To throw is Stafford. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
60, 22. Back to you. I'm going back to you. Under 10. 10. 49.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Focus, defense, focus. Check. Shift.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey. 4 down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 24. Check 11. 50. Hey, seam 6. Watch 54. I'm coming. Right there.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
12 yards there, first down Vikings.
There we go.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Check 56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. The left side caught by Diggs. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Let's go. Right there. They're not ready for this, man.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing, Cousins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, ready.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Whip. Watch the whip. Recon, 132 fighter. Jam him.
Check 13. Check 13.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Lady. Double right.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go, baby.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run. Chubb. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Right there, 56.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Let's go heavy.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And able to find Garcon. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Yo.
Cousins on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, G.
Tight dog.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Alert!
4, Mike 5-4.
40 gut. Tight end, let's go right here now.
Check your hot read.
Out. Hey, 22.
Shoot.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins again.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Right there, 56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Again, it's Cook.
He's got to double up.
After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I want that. Yellow.
Now Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here's Madison. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 4. Check 4.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Tighten up. Kill, kill, kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Switch. Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Slam. What's that?
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Mike's 56.
Two.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, Haywood. What's that?
He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
But it's third down.
Check 56.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Gets past one man. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Here we go.
And the Vikings.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Mike's 59. You gonna see me?
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Vikings, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.